the approach that I bring to when I'm talking about like warm market is basically like I tell them that I have an internship. Cause it sounds professional, right? Like I'll be like, hey, like Elijah, I got an internship. Like, and for my internship, I have to complete a couple trainings with Tori, with my like business partner Tori. Like he's training me right now. I got to do an internship. Would you mind helping me out just by sitting there one of the meetings? You don't got to do nothing. Just sit there and listen so I can take notes on my internship. Would you say yes? You'd be like, yeah, like because you're thinking that you're just helping somebody out. So your guard's down. You're not saying, okay, he's just trying to sell me on something. You're just thinking that you're helping out a friend. Next thing you know, Tori's like basically spitting game by Wake Up Now when you like, oh, I actually like that. And then you be like, boom, like that's how you get into the bit. And he said it's been working. I haven't tried it, but like that's what I like was thinking about. And then I told him to do it. He said he's been trying it and it's been working. But I mean, you can do that with your warm market because they trust you. So like, but you hear a lot of people saying like your warm market is like how the dude was saying at the conference. He said that none of his like friends and family were in the business with him. It was all like cold market. But this is the way you can probably get your warm market in there because you're not just trying to sell them on something. They think they're helping out a friend by he's trying to get an internship. But you like really like, and then you sound more professional. You say, oh, when you're trying to get your internship, oh, Wake Up Now. Then they're going to be like, okay, well, other people are doing Wake Up Now, so what's so special about your portion of Wake Up Now that you have to do an internship with it? So they might think that you might take in a more business route. So I mean, you're basically doing the same thing. It's kind of tricking them, but I mean, it works. Like he said, it's working.
Honestly,
So
it has been working because I haven't been like, it has been random people. I just been using people like on Facebook and like all my other friends. And like I just hit them on Facebook. Look, I got an internship. Jordan needs to coach me. I'm not like, and the whole time I'm not even talking to them. The whole time I'm saying I'm taking notes and all that, and they've been down to do it. Like I don't even tell them. The way I tell them, I'll be like, all right, I got to do it next Sunday, or I'll make it like I'll push it far off, like to where like they'll basically be intrigued and they'll want to do it. Like, but I like it. It's been working a lot. I got I think 16 people to sign up, but I don't want to say more than that. I think it's been 16 people right now that like been set up dates with me.
yeah, I think that is effective, like the internship like approach. And then you can say like my internship is only part time, so I'm only available Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are you available from the times of this and this? And they're gonna be like, all right, well, I'm good Wednesday. All right, cool. Wednesday, either we'll meet with you, we'll go somewhere, we'll come to your house, or you'll hop on a phone call. And it'd be simple as that. And that way, it's still like inviting. It's still doing the PS3 because you're still piquing somebody's interest. The interest is basically like you're skipping the interest part, but you're getting them straight to an upline. And then I mean that's what they want to do. They want to see somebody making money. So Tori can be like sharing his story. And like say if you use Tori can be on up like when he gets there. Like say if y'all go to his house or whatever, he gets there. Tori can say, you know what? Like what did Elijah tell you? All right, well he told me that. It was cool, like he just doing an internship, yada yada, and then Tori can be like, yeah, cool, like yeah, he's just doing an internship. This is just for internship purposes. So, but a lot of people that we do these meetings with are interested in our products. If that's the case with you, like, can we do like if that's the case with you, we'll have to push that to another time or another date. For right now, this is just the purpose of his internship, and that way their guard is really down. Like, okay, like I don't have to buy anything, like I'm good. But next thing you know, at the end of the meeting, they're like, oh, I want to get involved, and then you could be like, then either you can say, okay, well, for real, like let's do it tomorrow or something, or for real, like we can sign you up right now. But I mean, that's just a way of getting somebody to an upline. Because a lot of people, you might come. I know with me, like I burnt my whole warm market out with Vima, I should say. I burnt my whole warm market out to the point where I just was like hitting up everybody. So now I'm just like this is a different approach to where you don't have to burn your warm market out. Like you can actually get in touch with them and stuff like that. So I mean that's just me. That's that's an effective way of doing stuff.
Yeah, we're in a meeting right now.
As far as like getting people.
And it seems like it works better. Like the shorter you keep it. Like when I'm talking to him, I try to make it seem like I'm in a rush. The whole time I'm talking to him, I seem like I'm like busy kind of. So like I'm not pushing it on him, but like I'm trying to make the conversation end as soon as possible and just get that yes out of him. And it's been working, honestly.
Yeah, you always gonna say you sound busy.
Yeah, I went on my IM and I just hit up like 150 people. I was just like, hey, like I just went and wrote, hey, straight down my IM to everybody, and whoever wrote back, I hit them with like a brief little message about the internship and told them what I was doing, like how I came back from West Virginia, like gave them a brief story of what I was doing. Then they gave me the yes or no and just kept me moving like that.
Something you said that was really important. It's like, you know, like what you guys saying about the internship and stuff is because you don't want to scare somebody off and, you know, using different terms. That's why I put that here, using wordage. Like, when you're talking to somebody, you say, man, I want you to talk to my upline sponsor. Like, what the hell is an upline?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Start asking more questions.
Yeah, so the way I say is, hey, I'm gonna let you talk to my business partner, he's, a higher position in the company. That's another way of saying it, But okay, cool, because if you say sponsor, you're like, what the hell is a sponsor, or upline, okay? So it's all about the way you approach people with different, words and the way you talk to somebody, especially when you're introducing the business. Like, you don't want to say that, you don't want to say too much. Like, we didn't get into the PS3 system, and we can kind of go into the PS3 system. I'm going to put this on the team training site, actually, the PS3 system. But you don't want to say too much to the person, especially like, let's say you're just getting started, right? You don't want to go ahead and go out there and say to somebody, man, you want to join this company, you can make a lot of money, man, this is the benefits, blah, blah, you break everything down. You don't want to do that. You want to leave that to your business partner who's hiring, your upline, right? You want to leave it to him to handle all of that. So all you want to do, and we'll get into that in a second, is keep it real brief. That first conversation should be casual. Don't just hit your friend like, yo, man, I'm making money. Man, check this out. You don't want to do that because you're going to turn somebody off right away. Just keep it casual, talk to them, and we're going to get into that right now. I think you guys kind of know about the PS3 system, right? So before you get into that, though, 'cause I know you guys aren't in the company yet, right? So I want to ask you guys, number one, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, how far along you guys from getting started? Number one.
I think I'm close. I've been trying to get people together first.
Okay.
That's why I made an event on Facebook. People were supposed to come today, but a lot of people couldn't make it, so. So people hit me up though. They said they want to come next time for next meeting. I just gotta hit them with a date whenever you guys set something up. So
Sunday at 3 o'clock. We have a
Can
meeting.
I add something?
Yeah, anybody.
I would say, just my experience. I would say, if so you said that you're trying to get people together. I would say if you're waiting till you get, say, like hypothetically, a lot of people in this particular company that say, okay, well, when I get my 12 people or when I get my 3 people, that's when I'll sign up because I know that I'm getting something out of it. Those are the people you're going to attract. You're going to attract more people that's going to say that. So like you be like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait until I get my people to sign up. Okay, boom. A lot of people might, like, little do you know, a lot of people that you talk to already are just waiting for you to make the move. When you make the move, then they're gonna be like, okay, well, you have faith in this since you already did it. Like, they're not saying like, okay, I'm gonna wait, because then they see you saying, okay, well, he waited till he got his 3, so that's what I'm gonna do. And as soon as you sign up, they're gonna be like, all right, well, when I get my 3, that's when I'll sign up. But if they see you take the leap of faith, then they're gonna be like, you know what? I trust him enough to have, like, he has faith in this, so I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's just a different like aspect, because I used to do that too, and that's the people I attracted. Like, people saying, okay, I'm gonna wait until I get my people. And then as soon as I like went and actually did it, those people that was saying the same thing, they was like, you know what? Well, since you did it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I mean, just think about like little stuff like that as well. I'm not saying that's the wrong thing. I'm just saying that it could like help you out in the long run if you just go ahead and take the lead.
And another thing, the reason why that's not a good thing to do is because of the fact that you're missing a chance on spillover from us. For instance, like, I just put a person on the rob, and so, well, it's putting a person on the rob, so you're taking a chance on by not getting started. You're missing out on, like, we bring people in every single day, so we're able to help you, with 1 or 2 people here and there. So instead of you being able to, go ahead and get 3 people, well, if we were to go ahead and get in, we could place one under you, maybe you just need 2, or you might just need 1, because that person might go ahead and, and bring somebody else as well, so you might miss out on a lot of different things. So, it's very important to, go ahead and get started because of that simple fact. And also, you're trying to talk to these people on your own, right? You've been talking a lot about the company, and you don't know, I don't know how much you know, but you probably don't know as much as, us, because we've been in the company for a little longer. So that's the power of the PS3 system. You want to get somebody else who's been in the company who has more, status, or not status, but who just knows a little bit more about it, and get them on the phone. The 3-way conversation is so powerful. And we'll get into that in a second, like why the 3-way conversation is powerful. But so is that basically like your main reason? You just want to
No, well, my main reason was because I was in a company something like this before, and I hopped straight in, and I didn't get anything out of it because I didn't know much about the company. So the reason why I haven't signed up, because I jumped in before, and I'm not saying this is a bad company. Hers is amazing. Just not trying to jump in without, learning the ins and outs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the most important thing.
Get all the information, so-called that up.
Yeah. So far, like, I am going to join. I just waiting. You know what I mean? But I'm not really waiting as far as trying to get people. It's more of trying to learn.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah. And we talk like people all the time. I think was it yesterday or the other day? I was telling people like, oftentimes people wait till it's perfect before they know everything before they get in, and that's okay to do, but at the same time, it's not. I don't believe that's the right thing to do because of the fact that it's never gonna be perfect. Number one, you're never gonna. It's always gonna be, man, I'm gonna wait till I know this. I'm gonna wait till I know this. There's stuff that I'm still learning. I've been in the company for a minute. You know what I mean? So if I'd have done that, I would have never gotten started. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good to learn along the way, especially with the the help that you have, especially in this area. I mean, we have a large team. I mean, I was just talking to Santos yesterday. I'm like, our team between North Jersey to South Jersey, about to hit 100 people already, and this is like only been like a couple weeks, you know. So it's going crazy, and the reason is because I mean, if you ask. I mean, Rich, how long you been in the company?
Not long. I'm not even sure did I actually signed up. I haven't been in long though.
Yeah, and I mean, my brother hasn't been in the company, so they don't know everything about the company, but they know somebody like Jordan or Rob or myself who does. So if you talk to somebody, one of your friends, like you go say, hey man, look, my business partner, he's in a higher position in the company than I am. Go ahead and talk to him, man. He can answer your questions better than I can. Push him to us, Give us a I don't know if we're gonna do the group me or whatever, but hey, can anybody do a 3-way call in like an hour? Okay, cool. I say yeah, all right, cool. Hey, so we get on the phone and I'm talking to the person now, and we just you mute your lineup, you introduce myself, and then we just talk. So yeah, I mean that's kind of that.
I would say know the basics. Just know the basics. You don't have to know all the ins and outs. Just know the basics. Know the comp plan. Know the legal terms. Pretty much know the basics. Okay, like for example, if you ever worked at a fast food restaurant, I don't know if you did, but just say you work, like when you get a first job, they give you the basics, and as you go along, you'll start knowing the little stuff. Like I know me, when I started working at like Wendy's, I just knew the basics when I first got there, but after working there for a couple months, then I started knowing everything.
Yeah.
So like, that's just how, basically the same thing with this, you gonna know the basics, and after being around us, then you're gonna be like, yo, I learned so much from the time that I started. Like even still, I'm still learning. Like we're all still learning. We don't know as much the CEO knows, but we know the basics. Like we can explain the business. That's all you really have to do. If you can explain it, you're good, because you're going to constantly learn. There are going to constantly be questions that you be like, why you, or like people want to ask you questions that you thinking to yourself like, why are you even worried about that? But they're going to want to know the answer. So you're not going to know the answer, so you have to call somebody. But I mean, if you know the basics, if you can answer the basic questions, then you should be good. That's my advice. Like if you know the basics, then.
And you don't want to go into detail with a lot of stuff because you'll overwhelm them, and then be like, nah, that's too. It'll get too complicated for them.
Exactly.
You want to keep it easy and simple.
And like I said, this company is not hard, and it's not hard at all, and it's not easy, but it's like you said, it's simple. So just get somebody else on the phone with whoever whoever's interested in the company. Let us talk to them because we know the proper questions to ask. We know how to rebuttal certain things. And they start asking about stocks and stuff. We know how to answer stuff like that. Because that's something that some people that get smart with the company. They about the stock. It's a penny. No, it's actually $4.50. Yeah. So that's the stuff that we would know. We keep track of all that. So yeah, I mean, how about yourself? What was your name? T.
I'm gonna do it maybe next week. But, I don't know when I'm gonna start recruiting people. Like I said, the main reason I'm gonna do it right now is for the discounts. But then once I start like learning more, then I'll be able to.
I would say you was gonna say that.
No, okay.
I would say with that, you say you don't know when you're gonna start recruiting. Just by like what you just said, you're gonna start using discounts. That's your recruiting process because you're gonna be able to, like, yo, like you're just gonna tell somebody like, yo, I just saved yada yada money on this instead of, and then they're gonna be like, oh, how did you do that? Boom. Well, I can't explain it, but my upline or not my business partner can. Like the person who got me involved can. That's your recruiting process right there. So you really don't even have to necessarily say like, yo, come check this out. Just by sharing it. Like a lot of people I mean, that's what they was like kind of basically saying, that they wanted us to do more at the regional event. They're saying he wants to do more of sharing than trying to like get people in. He just wants to share. So like that's like the best route to take. Like don't lose that. Just keep saying, okay, I'm gonna just use the products, because and when you use the products, that's like you're gonna be able to talk to people more about the products because you're using them. So then you just be able to share like, yo, I just saved this my money. Oh, how did you do that? Oh, well, I did this. Oh, how did you get a part of that company? Okay, well, I'm going to get you to the guy that got me a part of it. Or, okay, we have an event this weekend, come to it. And little do you know, like you're sharing with your recruiting at the same time.
Yeah.
And like us going to New York, we out there just chilling, having fun. It was having a good ass time, but that's us recruiting and basically networking with other people, and everybody started hitting us up. I'm telling you, we was just posting pictures, of us, just doing whatever. People was hitting us up left and right, yo, what you guys doing, because they see that lifestyle, they see what we're doing, Me making videos, while I'm out just in my car. I just make a video in my car, people were like, what you doing? I talk about the products or dedications or whatever the company has to offer. I'll talk about that. So you've looked into all the discounts and all that the company has to offer. Like, do you know?
Man, the first time I seen it was right here.
Oh, just now.
I mean, Rich explained a lot to me. Like I asked a lot of questions. Yeah, he answered most of the questions I had. And I'm sitting here listening.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. So, I mean, what do you think that what would be your biggest challenges? Do you think once you start in the company, what do you think would be your biggest challenge?
Well, the area I live in, I mean, I can't really see. I'm gonna have to venture out and like probably the computer, like social sites, networking, trying to get people to sign up. But I don't really know too many people. I mean, I know people personally that I believe will do it, but like, it's going, like I said, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, don't discriminate. That's what I would say.
Oh, yeah, I don't discriminate.
Yeah, I'm
I know how it go.
Yeah, it's a couple people. That I felt like it was like, oh, they'll never do this, right? And I never, like with my old company, there was a couple people I was like, oh, they'll never do this. I can never see them doing something like this. And then I come to find out they're in something just like what I'm doing, but a different company. So you never really know. Like somebody might be doing something on the side that you not know about because they just doing it on the side, like they're not big on it. So you never know. I would just say like, I mean, get the word out to everybody. You ain't got to like
that
do it
Xbox
personalized, but get the word out to everybody so they seeing it. Like post it on Facebook.
What do you
post
go
on
back to the
Twitter,
NX
so that
forum?
they seeing it. So if they was interested, they'll come to you. That's what you want to do.
We
But like,
got
yeah,
some
like
shit
don't
on.
just sit there and say, okay, well I'm gonna have to do this because that's the same thing we thought. Like we was like, yo, like nobody we was in West Virginia and we was making money over there. So we was like, man, nobody in Cumberland County would ever do something like this. Like we came back. Now look, now we like, oh snap, people from our area is actually trying to do the same thing, just a different company. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like if we had that mindset, like you know what, I'm gonna try to take this back to Cumberland County. We might have made some money down here too, but I mean, luckily now we found a team down here. But you know what I mean? So just keep an open mind with like stuff like that. But I do get what you're saying though, because I still in my head, I still know a lot of people that probably
Someone just added me on a Facebook group for South Jersey. Wake up now, and some white girl, I don't know who it was.
Actually not.
Actually not. She invited me, and
Me and him always trying to find different ways to add stuff, to do stuff down here. Like it don't matter. Like I don't discriminate. Like I've been down here. Like like you said, there's a lot of people that no, I ain't doing that. People are so closed-minded, and you just want to share it with them. Share it with them. Be like, all right, what are you guys doing?
Because a lot of people down here they're not gonna start coming until they see the money. Until they see us start making, then they gonna be like, oh, how you making that money?
The conversation you had earlier.
That's what's
The conversation you had earlier.
I'm gonna be stunting like
you got to. You got to.
And that's gonna be like, yo, like how did you do that? Like next thing you know, you pull up in a new whip, they're gonna be like, oh, like how'd you get that? And then they might start hating like, oh, your mom bought you that. Or something where like your grandma gave you some money or something. But you're like, nah, I paid this for myself. Then they gonna be like, oh, how you do that? Boom, come to the event. See what we doing. Remember that thing I tried to get you into? That's a lot of people right now to this day that told me no when I first asked them, but now they like, yo, you went to New York? Like, oh, what you doing? Oh, yeah, the same thing I was trying to get you to do a month ago. But now they like, all right, they gonna come to the meeting on Sunday and they gonna get down and they gonna wish they was a part of it sooner. But I mean, that's just the way it go around here, especially in this area.
You'll have people hitting you up like a year later.
Exactly.
I have people to this day be like, yo, hold up, what's that? And they be like, hold up, I'm ready to learn more about the company. I look back and I scroll through the history and said like December 13th, 2012. I'm like, damn, like yeah, man, like a year later, we'll learn more, because like the thing is, what I tell people all the time is, when I'm on Facebook and stuff like that, and I'm consistent, you gotta be consistent. That's the number one thing in this company, being consistent. And if you're consistent enough, people are always watching what you're doing, whether they hit you up and inbox you or not. There's people watching you, and they're they're interested, but they're taking a step back because they want to see you do it first. So you got to be consistent all the time, like, and just be posting and doing different things, going to house meetings, going to the events and all that. That's the most important part, is consistency. And like I said, you might not want to hit up your friends and stuff at first, but chances are, like he was saying, there's gonna be somebody that you're gonna find out is already in the industry that you don't even know.
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem letting them know about it. It's just.
And then the fact that it's a team thing too, like the fact that like say right now like we all decide, you know what, let's go out to eat or let's go bowling, and we just go somewhere as a team, and then they see that like you posted on Facebook, and like, yo, me and my team went out. Then they gonna be like, oh snap, like what are y'all doing? It's not just you coming at them. It's a whole it's a whole group of us. They like, oh, what are y'all doing that's so special? Like, why is it more than just one of y'all? Even if it, like, why is it more than just 2 of y'all? Oh, it's more than 3. Oh, it's 4. Oh, it's like 10 of y'all doing this thing. Oh, this must really be something that I want to be a part of. So where, like, can I at least go to a meeting or something? You gonna get questions like that. Because like with me and him, when we started, like I said, we came from a different team. So now I'm getting more people that want to do it just because they see like me a part of a team now. At first it was just me and him making videos.
Sometimes.
Now it's like, yo, like you got 10 of y'all? Like, oh snap, like now it's more important because it's power in numbers.
He's gonna mess with anything that's
People don't
electronic.
do that unless you see more than one.
Take that from him.
That's fair. So that's why I think it's so easy for us now in this area because there's so many of us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows. And it's like when we come to like meetings, like the one we had was last week or week before. You know, everybody kind of knew each other. And I remember it was Tori, the other Tori. He was he seen like all the kids. It was like five kids from Brown High or seniors. He said, "Damn, if I don't know you would have done it, I would have hit you up." You know, like I would invite you myself.
And he was like, "Dang, like yo."
And but it was but this other dude had brought them. He's like, "Damn, that's you know." He's like, "Man, now y'all signed up with me, but you know, but they came with the other dude."
Exactly.
You know,
you missed out.
Yeah, and that was 5 people. You know?
Exactly.
So that's why it's always good, like when people get started, to hit up your warm market first. That's how you start because this company, like I said, I mean, everybody knows 50 people they can hit up. You know, and to get 3 people in the company is all you really need to be free, and then you work with those 3 and do the same exact thing. You know. And like I said, we have a process. You know, once you hit your warm market up, you know, we have this training site right here that I have on the screen. That very first one right there is the new one I just put up like yesterday or something. Have you guys watched it yet?
Yeah, well,
I ain't even got.
I couldn't even get in.
That thing snaps right there. Like I have people bringing in 1 or 2 people a day with that training right there. Like it's just basically Instagram and Twitter. You know, basically how to recruit on Instagram and Twitter. Doing different things. You was just telling me you just bought 10,000 followers just now. So because. I mean, just watch the video. You guys will see exactly, how powerful it is. There's different softwares on there that you want to use to follow people and to get more attraction to your Instagram and Twitters. It's very powerful because the thing is, the most powerful thing, besides I feel like offline marketing, I built my whole team online. That's how I started. I built hundreds to thousands of people online, and then I moved offline. The more powerful thing is to start offline and then work online because not everybody can duplicate what I can do. Not everybody knows how to work with social media and stuff like that, but everybody knows how to pick up the phone and call 50 people. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing the last thing I would say to do is once you hit up your warm market, then start moving to social media. But the way it's working and the way it works is that when you do offline marketing, let's say right now, like at the end, we're gonna take a picture, right? Everybody's gonna go and they're gonna post it on Facebook. Everybody's gonna see that. They're like, damn, what y'all doing? And they're gonna hit them up. So the offline feeds the online marketing. And then what happens is the online will go ahead and feed the offline marketing as well. And that's just that's just how it works. And then once you start adding more marketers to your list and stuff like that online from different companies, it's a lot easier because when you're marketing to other marketers in different companies, they're not gonna sit there and ask you, yo, is this a scam? I gotta pay money. They know they gotta pay money because they're in another company. It makes that conversation so much easier. And then half of them will say, yeah, I heard about Wake Up Now. I've been thinking about getting involved with it, or whatever. And it's just, oftentimes you get somebody signed up, within that day or so, or whatever. Put them on the phone with me, Jordan, Rob, anybody, what you want. So I want to talk about, the PS3 system. This is gonna be the clip I'm gonna put on the. I'm gonna put the whole thing on, but I'm gonna put this on the team training set. I'm gonna put this actually on the front page, on the home page, because I feel like the PS3 system is very powerful. It's very, very powerful. And who wants to start it off?
Go ahead, because you was already talking.
So like the PS3 system that we're using is like to grow a business in this industry, you have to have something that everybody else can do, something that's duplicatable, right? Something that's easy for everybody. And the most easiest thing, like we were just saying, is for everybody to pick up the phone and basically the first thing you want to do is write a list. You get a list, write a list of 50 people, and you categorize them, from the most people that you think may be most interested to people that, they probably won't be that too interested, but you still write them down. You contact those 50 people, right? And what you want to do is when you contact them, you start a casual conversation, like we were just saying a little bit ago, before, I didn't get too much into it. So I'm gonna hit up, let's say I hit up Jordan. I say, yo, Jordan, man, what's going on,
What up?
Man, not much, man. What you got going on, man? How's life, man? I haven't talked to you in a couple days, a couple weeks, whatever.
I'm alright living.
Cool, man. You say you living, what you doing?
Man, just working, man. Just working, that's all. Working, going to school.
I hear that, man. What you in school for?
Business.
Business, man. That's what's up, man. You a businessman, ain't you?
Yeah.
What you doing? You got any job or anything?
I work at Walmart.
Walmart. How you like it there?
Yeah, it's alright. I hate it though.
How long you been there, man?
Like a couple months.
Okay. I mean, that's what's up, man. What was you doing before that?
Nothing really.
Okay. So you see what we're doing? We're just having a regular conversation, right? And then what that's just gonna, kind of transpire to. He's gonna, just keep talking to him, and then he's gonna be asking, so yeah, what you doing? What am I doing?
Like, yo, what's up? What you been up to?
Man, nothing. I just been, going to school, and I'm working this part-time job that I have online, home-based business. It's been doing well and everything.
Oh, for real? Like, what home-based business?
Man, I just, we just actually got back from New York this past weekend. Me and a couple fellas, from the company and everything. We just have a lot of fun out there. It's basically a company. We just travel together. We sell, market different things or whatever the case may be. But nothing too crazy.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. How can I get a part of something like that?
So then, he's asking me, how do I get, involved with something like that? So I'm never gonna. The one thing about this is you never ever mention Wake Up Now, unless he physically asks me, yo, what's the name of your company? Then I'll tell him. But I don't want to mention Wake Up Now because number one, he can just go out there and do the research himself. You know what I'm saying? Or
and 9 out of 10 that research, I don't mean to cut you off. 9 out of 10 that research is bad research. Like you go to Google, like because when you ask, because like when somebody tells you this, like this is what I like to say. When somebody tells you, okay, like let me do my research first. Ask them, okay, well, where are you going to go to do your research? Because they say like YouTube, Google, something like that. Then you're like, okay, well, you're not going to any credible sources. You're not going to like Better Business Bureau, stuff like that. And give them the credible sources to go do their research, sources that actually matter. And then once they see the credibility on those sources, then they can be like, all right, cool. But if they go to Google, they go to YouTube, they're going to see a lot of people saying, okay, Wake Up Now is a scam. Okay, this is a scam. And then little do they know people are making money doing this. Just because they think it's a scam doesn't mean it's a scam. So that's just my advice on when you get those type of answers. Because
you can go on Google and you can type in Walmart and it'll pop up Walmart's a scam or something like that. They're saying everything's a scam, out there. So, if they can be like on the front page of Google, there'd be 9 great things about Wake Up Now, but the 7th thing might be like a scam. And then that's probably the first thing that they'll see. They'll pop up scam. Oh hell nah, and it might even be one of my videos saying Wake Up Now is a scam, but I'm sitting there flashing money, like whatever, But they don't even take the time to watch the video. As soon as they see scam, hell no, I'm done.
Exactly. But think about it. When you go, like when you first heard about this, you wanted to know if it was a scam. So in Google, you typed in "Is Wake Up Now a scam?" Google keeps everything. So like a lot of people like ask that same question: Is Wake Up Now a scam? So what do you think the first thing that's gonna pop up when you type in "Wake Up Now"? Scam, because everybody wants to know is Wake Up Now a scam. So little do they know, like they're just feeding on to like everything. So that's my thing. Like try to make them go to credible sources, not just Google, because Google can tear people down real quick.
Definitely. So like we were saying, so don't tell them the name of the company, right? Basically, let them pique their interest even more. But yeah, man, we just go to house meetings, we do different things. It's great, man. It's a great opportunity, to earn extra money and save money, basically. But okay, man, you got any information? And be okay, yeah, look, what's your email? To ask you what the email, ask them what their email is, right? Now we have an email script that we have pre-written for you guys, and all you have to do is send them that email, and it goes through what the company is. It has videos about the company and everything else. So when you send them that email, right before you send them the email, before you end that conversation, what you're gonna tell them is, look, I have an email for you. I want you to take a look at it. It's about 35 minutes long, to watch some videos and read it and all that. When do you think you're gonna be able to watch the video? So they're gonna tell you what time, right? Make them set their own appointment, because oftentimes when they set their own appointment, people hate committing to things, basically, And if they set their own appointment, then they know they gotta watch that. So if they say, hey man, I'm about to watch right now, give me a call back in an hour, then they're gonna watch it, and then you give them a call back in an hour, But so let them set their own appointment. And as soon as they set their own appointment, they all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call my business partner. He's higher in the company than I am. He's making, he's doing very well for himself in the company. What you want to do is edify the person that's going to be doing a call for you, a call with you. You don't have to say a name, because at that time you probably don't even know who the person is. You don't know it's going to be me. So just be like, yeah, I got my friend, he's going to, call you, whatever. Edify that person. Edification, you guys know what edification is? Just to blow somebody up, make them look real good. Because what it does is it sets, respect for that person. And so when I get on the phone with them, they're going to respect me, basically. So then what we do, we have we're going to do the group meet thing. Say, hey, who can do a 3-way call for me in an hour or whatever? And then I say, all right, let's do it. And then you call me in an hour. We'll call that person up, okay? Now this is the third. So the first thing was peak interest, right? The PS3, peak interest. Then you want to show them a video, show them something. So we have the email we send them, right? It has all the videos and stuff like that. So peak interest, show a video, and then 3-way call. So now you're gonna call me up, and now we're gonna call this person. Say, hey, what's going on, John? I got my business partner Tori on the line. he's gonna talk to you more about the company, answer your questions and all that. Like, did you get a chance to watch the video? They're like, yeah. Be like, okay, great. So he's gonna go ahead and talk to you. So once that happens, you mute your line up and just let me talk to the person. Don't say nothing, because oftentimes, like, what will happen if we just have like a freestyle, three-way call where it's just three of us just talking. Well, oftentimes, like, it just happened recently. I had to tell my boy something. We made a three-way call, and it was kind of like a battle between us, all three of us talking, And he turned that person off. He was saying some things that the person didn't like. I'm like, bro, you're not equipped to really talk about the company like that yet, And the way he was talking was turning that person off, and I had to save the conversation, So just mute your line, let your upline, sponsor talk to that person and answer the questions and all that, and then basically from there we'll handle it, and we'll do what we have to do. So that's the PS3 system. It's the best thing out because of the fact that it's so duplicatable. Everybody can make a list. Everybody can call that list, set the appointment, get in touch with your sponsor, and then we do all the explaining for you. And what that does with that person, like say it was anybody. Let's say it was Jordan, right? And he wasn't in the company, and I'm on a phone call with him. He's looking at it like, damn, I really, if I were to get started right now, basically, I have somebody who's going to do all the talking for me. So he's going to feel more at ease that he can come in the company and just blow it up right away. You see what I'm saying? So that gives him, he'll want to get started, because of that or whatever the case may be. You guys keep messing with everything.
And another thing too with the PS3 system, how you said peak interest, show a video, and then get them on a three-way call. The S can also stand for share your story. Like a lot of people, like, instead of like, because like everybody's not going to be interested with a video. So some people, you might just have to share your experience. Oh, well, I've done this, or I've grown my company to this many people, or I've saved this amount of money, I've saved X amount of dollars, or I got to write off this on my taxes, or something. Like little stuff like share your story, share your experience with it. Or you can do both, share your experience and show a video. And also know exactly what video to show people. Like for me, for example, if Tori were to try to get me in, I want to see a hype video. That's just me personally. But somebody who, say, was already maybe in another business, something like that, they might want to see, the facts. They might want to see, they might want to know, when was this company founded, the stock market, all that stuff. So you gotta know who you're talking to, so that way you know what type of video to show them, because everybody's not going to be just hyped off of a hype video. I mean, me personally, I am, TV, but I'm using the controller. But everybody else is not going to necessarily be hyped off a hype video. So know who you're talking to, so you know what type of video to show. Whether it's informational, whether it's hype video, whether it's just factual, anything. So know who you're talking to.
Yeah, exactly. So you see somebody in suit and tie, whatever, they might want to know the facts about the company. They might not care about the lifestyle and all that. That might not move them. Mm-hmm. So there's a different video for everybody. If you want to, you just gotta be smart with it and let them know.
Yeah, because if you get somebody like you said with a suit and tie, and you show them a hype video, the next question you're gonna get is, okay, so what are you doing? And therefore, you already lost the conversation. And now you backtrack and gotta explain. But if you give him, you see, he about his business, you give him a video that's informational. Now he knows, well, I want to know a little bit more. Can you call me? Boom. It's not well, what are you doing? That video ain't showing me nothing. You already look kind of bad. You already got a point off on your presentation. There you go. So just know who you're talking. You know these people. You know who your friends are. You know who these people you're contacting. So you know what kind of video they want to see. And if they even want to see a video, some people might, I ain't really gonna watch a video. Because there's some people that's like that. They'll say, okay, I'll watch a video and never watch it. So you might just want to share your experience with those people. Just be like, okay, well, I've saved this amount of money. They're like, oh, for real? How did you do that? Boom, got it. And you didn't even have to show a video. So.
And then let's say now, let's fast forward. Let's say we get that person signed up now, right? So what you want to do with them is kind of break down. We're gonna have this video right here in PS, about the PS3. We're gonna have this on there, so you're gonna want to show them this video so they can do this, So and at the conference, the one thing that I liked what the guy said, he was like, as soon as you sign somebody up, you're gonna ask them a question. Ask them, hey, if you were to get locked up today, right? If you were to go to jail right now, and you had 3 phone calls, who would it be? Who would you call? And then they might say, I'll call my aunt, my boy John, and my cousin, Will, or whatever. Yeah, all right. Your aunt, your cousin, and Will, let's go ahead and call them up right now. Call them at that second, because that person just got started in the business. They're hyped, they're ready to go. They're like, man, I'm about to blow this thing up. And oftentimes what people do is they'll be like, all right, man, go check out this video, learn the company. And here you are checking out the video, learning the company. In the meantime, 2 weeks pass, and you're still trying to learn the company, right? 2 weeks pass, now your momentum died down, and you're like, shit, I don't even want to do this no more, you know? So it's best just to get, you know, as soon as you sign that person up, do the 3-way call with them. Even if you sign somebody up and you're not equipped to do the 3-way call, get one of us to do it, you know, for them. You know, get the list of names down or whatever, and we'll do the calls and stuff like that. That way you can get them going. So that's the best way to do it. Just as soon as somebody signs up, just tackle it. Just you know, yo, let's do this right now. You know, let's keep going. Because their momentum is so peaked at that time. They're ready to go. But if they're not seeing no success for a couple of days or for weeks, then they're gonna man, it's a scam. It's just a scam, you know?
Those are the people that say it's a scam.
It's a
people
scam.
who don't stay in the company.
And that don't put the work in.
Exactly.
You know?
Like it does require work, but it's the easiest hard work you'll ever do in your life.
And it changes, like, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been doing it, like, my lifestyle has changed. Like, you carry yourself a different way after you join this, like, business-wise, like, me thinking, like, mentally, like, it's crazy. Like, if you'd have talked to me before Wake Up, well, not even Wake Up Now, but just, like, business market in general, like, if you'd have talked to me before this, I probably looked at you like, man, if you don't got whatever that scam. But now, like, I'm open to more, like, I'm open to a lot of new things. Like, somebody can be like, yo, Brian, let's go try sushi or something. And I might be like, all right, yeah, this time I might try that. But, like, before, I wouldn't try anything.
I thought this was a scam when I first got started. Like, I mean, we were all from Cumberland County. We don't see shit like this out here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely don't.
Nah, man. My boy bought it to me. He's like, yo, he's in another company, you know, the car company and stuff. I don't see no names, but he was in that company. He was making money and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, show me a check. You show me a check. I'm like, all right, sign me up. You know, that's what it took for me. You know, I thought it was all bullshit. You know, I was in school doing my thing, but once I jumped in, man, I never looked back. It changed my life. You know, it changed everybody here's life. You know, so. You know, and you're already a business person. You know what I'm saying? You got your own place and everything, right? So, yeah. So tell everybody, you know, a little bit more about, you know, about yourself, about, you know, what you do.
Well, actually, me and Rich, we do like personal training, stuff like that. We actually have like our own like clothing thing out also. So like, we're actually working on getting more like, you know, you see a lot of gym apparel, just plain stuff. We're actually working on getting more like better designs out there, basically, and actually taking it to the next level. Working on getting online training, actually doing online training right from your room, TV setup right there. You can do training right from your room. Just trying to take it up a notch, basically. So that's what we're working on right now.
Nice.
So far, it's been going good. We've only been doing it for a few months, and it's been progressing so far.
So I want to ask you both a question. You know, you both can answer whatever. However you want to, but how do you think Wake Up Now will like benefit you?
I know it would benefit for a fact because they coincide. You know what I mean? They're both beneficial, basically. If I have a client or something like that I'm training or whatever, I don't have to just come out and say blah blah this and all that. They see that I'm young and see what I'm doing, and a lot of people follow us on Instagram. Like right now, we got 10,000 people on Instagram. So they see what we're doing every day. People write us and they're inspired by us. So that right there, when you throw that in there and say we're also doing this, it's a double hitter.
You'll get 3 people off his Instagram real quick.
That's
I mean, you have little followers,
Easy.
right?
Yeah, we got 10,300 right now. So, and they're all like active followers that, you know what I mean, every day they check our page and they tag us and stuff. They write us. I mean, emails. I got emails. People. I mean, working on that thing, like I said, for the online training. I got a list of emails that people are already ready to participate.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So I don't see why people wouldn't do it. We'll try it.
Are these local people?
People local,
All over the place.
All over the place. All over, so.
You guys gotta tap into that.
And we got pages like with 300,000 people that actually shout us out. They see our workouts, like unique workouts, and it's been taking off so far. So I would like to put that together.
I need to get me on the phone. Do some PS3 like
today.
For real. So I mean that's your market's gonna be Instagram. You know, and we're gonna work on building that up. You know, with the you might want to check out the Instagram. You know, training I put up there with Twitter. You know, because not only will that help you with Wake Up Now, but that'll also help you with your actual business. You'll learn how to market in different ways that you probably didn't know how to do before. You know, so that's really good. So definitely hit that up, man. How about yourself, T?
I'm just now about to start getting back to work because I have a little medical problem. But I travel. I do music, so I travel like often sometimes, and I gotta stay on. I gotta stay on Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I have a Twitter. I only got about 700 friends probably.
I mean, I made my
I say
Twitter.
only because I
I only had that many on Twitter. I was Twitter don't want y'all when I told you to get on Twitter.
He said, I only got like 700.
Man, I need to borrow some of yours.
I only
But you
got
could buy some $5, 10,000.
Yeah, I'm about to hop on that. I talk to Rob every day.
This is the people last night.
True. But like you say, you travel a lot though. Like it can be beneficial. Like we get what is it, 56 cent? Was it
56 cent every
56 cent every mile,
yeah.
right? 56 cent every 2 miles.
every 2 miles.
56 cent every 2 miles you drive. So you traveling, you can write all that. You getting all that back. You writing all that off on your taxes. You travel a lot. Okay, you need your car. You need something to get you to these places that you're going. Or you can write all that stuff off on taxes. If you got to fix your car, you can write it off on your taxes. You need your vehicle to do business. So when you travel a lot, you can. And then like we have like one local that just dropped. Like you can search. Like say you just traveling, you can search in like a 25-mile radius of where you are. Like all these type of deals, and then you can save